Hey folks, here at OS Reviews. You're watching our video review of the Aukey Bluetooth Selfie Model Pod. This is the HD-P4, and compared to the P2, there are a few differences. The P2 had a fixed smartphone holder, which was extremely compact and easy to take with you, whereas the P4 has a removable holder. This makes the P4 also good for attaching a GoPro or digital camera, so this one is definitely a bit more versatile. However, it's not as portable as the P2. In terms of specifications, the arm is also a little bit longer at 80 centimeters. It also uses Bluetooth 4.0 and takes about 2 hours to charge, and you can see there is a 3.3-inch width for the smartphone holder portion. Taking out the box, it's fully recyclable, so it is eco-friendly, and on the inside, we have access to the Selfie Stick itself. There's also a micro USB cable for charging. There's also a user guide as well as a warranty in the box. So this is the micro USB cable. Again, it takes 2 hours to charge. The smartphone holder here is pretty standard. We've seen this a few times already, even on the wired selfie sticks. This is a rubber attachment that goes onto the top to hold your phone into place without having it fall out, and it works with any iOS, Windows, or Android smartphones. There's also a foam padding on the inside, which prevents your phone from sliding around or getting damaged each time you put it in and remove it. So this is just a standard tripod mount on the bottom, and this can be pulled up. There is a plastic construction quality, so not as strong or rigid, but that is what it is. Here we have the Bluetooth selfie stick itself. It's also very well made, although there are a few indents onto the rubber portion that we didn't have on the P2, but maybe this was just a unit that we received. There is a rubber arm which makes it easy to grip, and the bottom also features a chrome-like accent with the micro USB cable for charging, and there's also a lanyard strap for holding it. It feels well constructed, and the arm, which is extendable, is also crafted out of metal. It's not as tight as the P2, but still will scratch after you start using it a few times, so it's not going to look as shiny and new when you use it for a few weeks. So that's still one of the cons that we had on the original selfie stick that applies here. The power on-off switch is on the center here. It's very tactile and easy to press. There is a blue backlight which will turn on and flash when it's in the pairing mode. The actual arm here can also be twisted and tilted, and we just have a simple tripod mount onto the very top. This is what the selfie stick looks like once I have a phone attached to it. This is an LG G Flex, which has a 6-inch display, so it remains fairly stable, which is kind of impressive. However, I have to say that the compatibility with phones is not as good as the HD-P2. When I tried it with some other Bluetooth-enabled Android phones, it didn't seem to always recognize the P4, and after it connected, sometimes it would disconnect, which was an issue that we encountered. However, when you're ready to take a photo, simply tapping on the key there will take your image in the gallery. It will focus first, and afterwards take it almost instantaneously, which is good. In terms of battery life performance, it was about average. We got about 2 weeks before we need to recharge it. It takes only 2 hours to recharge, so that's not a huge deal, and it works pretty well. Tapping on the key here for a few seconds longer will also power the selfie stick off, and so overall it's pretty intuitive and easy to use. And if you want to attach a different device on here, such as a camera, you will then need to remove the mount, and that takes a little bit of time each time that you try and do that. So when you're traveling, there is going to be that extra accessory you need to carry with you as opposed to the P2. So at the end of the day, the Aukey Bluetooth selfie stick, the HD-P4, is still a very compelling buy at only $20. It's more versatile than the P2, but if you really only need to take photographs with your phone, I would still recommend that over the P4, just because I think it's a little bit better in terms of construction quality and the design. To learn more information about the P4, be sure to read our full written review. This has been our video. Thanks for watching. Here at OS.